everybody, happy hump day Wednesday. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I have look number 7 from my 2021 summer mood board. First of all, welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you for those who continue to tune in from week to week. I greatly appreciate it. So for those who are new to the channel, I am doing a summer mood board, and it is based off my professional colors. My professional colors were done back in April. I'll leave a link up to that video if you want to see the whole process, but I have selected, after my colors were done, a subset of colors, and I'll put that here on the screen, of looks that I want to recreate based off some inspirational looks and a combination of these colors here. So that is what we're doing today. This is look number 7, and I am so excited to bring these to you. So yeah, so pull up a chair and let me get into this review. So this is Simplicity MiMiG 8889, and let me pop up here the inspiration look. I wanted some cargo pants. There were a couple different cargo pants that I wanted, and that I was thinking about, and different things of that nature, and so I decided to go with Simplicity 8889. And so what is so good, for those who don't know about any of the MiMiG Simplicity patterns, they do come with a sew along, and so on MiMiG's channel and the Simplicity YouTube channel, you will see the sew along for the top as well as the pants. So obviously I'm doing the pants, and actually Brittany J. Jones did the sew along for these, and so it was really good. And the sew along is about 46 minutes long, but if you follow along with the video, it'll probably take you 2.5 hours to do it. But obviously, because you're pausing the video, stopping, doing what you need to do, if you take breaks, maybe a total of 3 hours to sew these up. They're not bad at all. And so I would probably term these maybe advanced beginner, but because of the sew along, see, I love sew alongs. I'm a visual person. And so for me, once I see a sew along and I do it, I'm like, oh, that's easy, that's not bad. So, you know, I could be biased because I'm a visual learner. Once I see something, I immediately go, oh, that's not bad at all. But maybe we'll just term it advanced beginner, but it's really not that bad. It was really not, because you have someone showing you step by step what to do. So I do highly recommend going over to MiMiG's channel and checking out the sew along. So because I wanted my cargo pants to be a little bit more utilitarian style, I decided to use snaps on mine. And so these are the pants. So I'll walk you through what I thought of the instructions. The fabric that I used is, and I wore it, you'll see in the pictures. I just did this video. If you missed it, make sure you go back and watch. This is Vogue 1700, the blouse. And so as you can tell, these go very well together, and so make sure you go back and check that out if you missed that video. And so you'll see me styling these two together. The fabric is from fabric.com, but I got it through Amazon. It was 2-day shipping, and so and I showed this in my previous video. So again, if you missed where I paired up fabrics and everything, I showed this fabric in that video. However, initially I was supposed to do something else with this. It was some shorts, I believe the Pietras, but I need bottoms, but I didn't want like long pants, obviously, because I'm doing the cargo. But anyway, and so I had, thank goodness, enough fabric to get these cargo pants. But this is a cotton twill from fabric.com, and I will leave a link to it. I think I had linked it in my Amazon store, so I'll link it down below. You'll see that will be an affiliate link if you choose to use it. And so that is the fabric that I used. The snaps are from Cam Snaps. You all know I have a table press. I have two. I have the Cam Snaps table press as well as the Gold Star table press, and so I use my Cam Snaps table press. If you want to know anything about the table presses, the variations between the two, the Gold Star and Cam Snaps, I will link to a video. I've already done that and have demoed in my unboxing of the Cam Snaps how to use the snaps, so I won't go over that in this video. And so I will say the sew along is really good. I actually did not pick up the instructions at all. I was like, I'll just follow along. I'll cut out all my pattern pieces and everything, and I'll just follow along on the sew along. So that's what I did, and I thought the sew along was really good. The one thing I do highly recommend is when you're marking your pockets, pocket placements, your placket in the front, make sure you are marking that on the right side of the fabric. So obviously you want to use a marking tool that you know those markings will go away through wash, or through if you use the friction pins, that will go away with heat. And so that's definitely one thing you want to do. I did do that. And so yeah, keep that in mind. Again, it does call, the pattern actually called for buttons, but I didn't want buttons. I want something more utilitarian looking, and so again I decided to use snaps. Now the size for this particular pattern, the packet I have goes up from a 6 to a 24, size 24. So for me, I decided to go with a size 22. The size 22 on the pattern is 37 waist with a 46 hip. My waist is a 37, 38. My hip is a 47. So you would think that's not a lot of ease. However, there is a lot of ease in this pattern. Let me just say that up front. There's a lot of ease in this pattern. Also, I am 5'7". Why I had to cut off 5 inches of these pants, I do not know. If you look at the pattern cover, I will pop it up again. And I met MiMiG. She is 5'5" or 5'6" maybe, or something like that. So you can see the length of the pants on her. And then so I put the pattern up to myself when I took it out the packet and everything, to see just where everything was hitting. And I was like, how in the world are these pants so doggone long? Granted, yes, you do have to turn under to get that deep cuff at the bottom. But even with that, I took all of that into consideration and measured on me with the pattern piece, and I still had to chop off 5 inches. And there is a lengthen and shorten line, so I just shortened it by 5 inches on each leg. And then that's what I decided to go with. I did not surprisingly have to make any adjustment to the crotch, the front, or the back. What I like, and you'll see, I'll show a video here in how I made the adjustment to taper the leg. And I'll show you what that fit looks like. I'll actually show you that piece now. Okay, so here's my fitting process for these pants. What I have done is I have the pants on wrong side out, and I basted my side seams, and I basted my inner thigh and the center seam. So here's where it will overlap. What, from the feel of it, I am liking the way this here is all fitting, because I have some stomach here, so I wanted to make sure that there was, you know, enough room with these front pleats, and it don't feel like it's over pressing my stomach, my extra stomach here. So that's good. The back feels good, feels very good. When you have those back darts, which gives nice shaping, so that is fitting. Everything is feeling really good when I squat and when I sit, to see how it fits. Now, the one thing I did, I've already cut 5 inches off the length. Let me show you the bottom. Okay, so if you can see the bottom, see how wide these are? That's too wide for me. These are like bell bottoms, even though you fold it, I think it's a 4-inch cuff. For me, that's just too wide. So this is why I basted the inner seam and the outer seam, because this here is just, if you can tell, that for me personally, that's just way too much. And if you look on the pattern cover, the way MiMiG's look at the bottom, is not that much room at the bottom. So definitely a lot of ease in that lower leg. So I am going to pin and probably take out taper. I'm going to taper because what I like is how it is to about my knee, and then I'm going to taper in towards the ankle. I'll probably take off 2 inches on the outer and on the inner on both legs, and that'll give me the look that I'm looking for. But if you can tell, if you like, you know, real nice loose baggy like this, you'll be good. But for me, I want that tapered in going down towards the ankle. So again, I'll start probably around my knee and then taper in, and then I'll have that finished. And keep in mind, I did not add my side cargo pockets on the outside because I knew I wanted to do this fitting piece first. All right, so here's what I've done. I've marked where my knee hit and I drew a line straight across, and what I did was go in using my ruler 2 inches and I drew a straight line. But I'm not going to just slice a straight line. I do want just a little bit of shaping at the leg. So what I've done is use and these lines might be a little hard to see, but I've used my curved ruler then to just curve it out into that 2 inch. So starting from above that where my knee is, I started just above that so I can start curving it out and then go down ever so slightly. So I did that on both sides. So hopefully that makes sense. But looking at the leg, that's how I wanted to go in. I did not want it to go straight down on the inner and the outer leg. So yeah, that is it. Hopefully I did that the way I wanted to look on me. So as you can see, when initially I tried on the pants, because this I figure, oh, you know, it's a wearable muslin, but I was like, you know, I probably can still get a really good fit on these. And so what I decided to do, as you can tell from that clip, is that because the leg it goes straight up and down, and it's really wide at the bottom. I didn't want that real wide bell bottom look. And if you, again, from the pattern cover, you can tell that's not how the pants fit on MiMiG either. They're not super huge at the bottom like that. And so for me, I didn't want them like that. That might be a style that others might prefer, but I wanted mine to taper in towards my ankle down the bottom. So like I said, I took off the 2 inches. I showed you how I took off those 2 inches, and I wanted to do a more of a taper in. I didn't want to do a straight up 2 inches from my knee down. I wanted more of a tapered look. So that's what I was going for. And so, and I love the pleats. The pattern comes with these pleats in the front and the darts in the back. I like the pleating in the front. Again, during the test, I wanted to see, or when I was trying it on, how was this operating? Because you all know I talk about my little tire around the middle. I wanted to make sure there was enough room, or that didn't look like it was like my pants were straining in this area. So I like the way it felt. You know, when I sat down in them, it felt good. I didn't feel like anything was you know, all digging in anywhere. So the pleating detail is very nice in the front, as well as the darts that you have in the back that of course give you shaping. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. I had saw Marty from Marty Sew. She had did a review and she was talking about the pockets and everything on the front. Now, the thing is, this is just decorative, so you don't have to add this at all. This is completely decorative and on the front. So because they're just flaps that you're sewing on here. So these are not actual pockets in the front. However, in the obviously I use snaps, but in the instructions and in the video, it tells you to sew a buttonhole and all of that and attach your button. You can do that. I do suggest what Marty suggests, and that is since this is not an actual functioning pocket here, it's just decorative. Either you can my suggestion is leave it off if you don't like that. But the other suggestion I have is, I agree with Madi said, go ahead and just sew the button down, because it's not like you're sticking your hands in there anyway. For the side pockets, the cargo pockets on the side, these are functional, so you can choose to either do the same thing where you just apply the button and that's it, and you're not worrying about anything going in your pocket, or you can make it functional where you have an actual button hole and you can unbutton and button it. For me, I would never put anything in these pockets. So but at any rate, I use snaps. So for me, if I use buttons, I wouldn't do a buttonhole. I would just sew the button down, that area down. And so, yeah, so that is it as far as the pockets. You do have belt loops. You have 8 belt loops. Initially, I was debating on doing the belt loops because I'm getting more and more into belts, but not that much. But I said, okay, because it is not a curved waistband, and I saw this in a couple other reviews too, it's not a curved waistband, so I figured I will add the belt loops, because if it is any gaping in the back, I will put on the belt to kind of help that out. And for me, there is just ever so slightly, I'll pop up here how the pants fit me on the front, how it looks on the front, like I said, so you can kind of see a better vision of how it looks in the front, and just ever so slightly a little gaping in the back of the pants. So I'm glad I did add the belt loops onto this. That will help as I continue to lose weight and that area gets a little bit more gapey. This pattern would be good for a curved waistband for sure, especially if you do have more of that curvature in the back where you do need this to lay a little bit more flush up against your back. You do have the deep cuff at the bottom. I think this is so cute, and I'm so happy I tapered down the way I did, because I do like the way it fits. Again, the sew along goes over all of that. The last thing I want to mention is, because you know patterns call for this stitch in a ditch, and you guys know I do not like the stitch in a ditch, especially when it's around the waistband, because it just never looks right for me. So I think I've shown this probably in every skirt, any bottoms that I have done that required attaching a waistband. I always add bias binding, because it looks nice and clean, and when I do the stitch in the ditch, it catches, it looks a whole lot better, because for whatever reason otherwise it's just all wonky and all of that. But yeah, this is, let me just show you, and she serged all the way, all the seams are serged, and I actually have this color thread, so that worked out really nice. But yeah, that's the inside. Snaps, and I love it, and it goes so well with this top, and it goes so well with my other top. So I will be styling this. There's a couple other tops I have planned. These pants will get quite a bit of wear, definitely, until they're just too big for me to wear, but I plan to wear them quite a few times. As you all know, I'm also going to be working on some jeans as well, but I need some bottoms. I need separates. I need tops and I need bottoms. I absolutely love dresses and can get caught in the hole of sewing nothing but dresses, but I definitely need some bottoms, and I'm glad I included these on my 2021 summer mood board. So that is it. It is a great pattern. I will definitely make these again, and I highly suggest making them again. I think they will be nice in a lightweight denim, of course a cotton twill, like I have. The pattern actually the pattern calls for fabric, linen, chambray, poplin, shirtings. Oh, I'm sorry, I take that back. For I was reading off the fabric suggestions for the top, but for the pants it says challis, crepe, gabardine, cotton types, and linen types. So yeah, yeah, I highly suggest sewing these up. It's a really good sew, and because of the sew along, it's so easy, so easy. You won't have any problems with it. I absolutely love the way they turned out. I love the way they fit, and yes, I will be wearing these quite a bit. And so that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget, October 1st, Friday, will be the Sewing Buzz, a new S&D sewing chat, and then of course on Sunday you will have my review of the pattern collaboration that I did with my guest from S&D sewing chat on Friday. So make sure you are tuned in for that. And then come next week, Wednesday, you will get my next lookbook. No, it's not the lookbook. It'll be my mood board next look number 8. So I only have 2 more looks left, and then my summer mood board will be complete, and then I will do a complete lookbook of all of these summer mood board looks, kind of styled differently together, different stuff like that, just so you can see how I would wear them. But I absolutely love the way these have turned out. And so yeah, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. You all have a blessed rest of your week, and we will see you on Friday. Bye.